I know better than most people that it is very satisfying to call the people that we don't agree with stupid. You see, the thing is though, that works until a certain point because sometimes the people that you're criticizing are not actually dumb and in fact they might be smarter than you give them credit for. Which is one of the reasons why when I saw Mariam Mokhtar's recent article, Siti Mastura is a victim of the Malaysian education system, I immediately went all like, what? Well, yeah, like that sounds plausible, but like most Mariam Mokhtar articles, when you actually investigate it, then it falls apart. See, I have a huge problem with this narrative because I don't think that PAS is stupid. I think PAS is dangerous. Let's dive into it. Mariam Mokhtar says, PAS Kepala Batas MP Siti Mastura Muhammad deserves to be criticized for her stupidity in making derogatory, inflammatory remarks about senior DAP politicians and linking them to the communist leader Chin Peng. But why stop with her? She cannot be blamed 100% for her actions because she is the product of our failed education system. She was weaned on a diet of divisive politics, and her guidance has been our decrepit parliamentary system where few MPs adhere to the ministerial code of conduct. Look, I get it, Siti Mastura is probably not the brightest bulb in the entire box. I think most of Malaysia know this. The stuff that she mentioned when she accused Lim Kit Siang and the DAP leaders of communism was false. If you accept that Siti Mastura was dumb, then it makes total sense. We can accept your argument, Mariam Mokhtar. But you see, the thing is, though, what if she's not dumb? What if she was actually trying to lie? We accept that what Siti Mastura said was false, but see, the thing is that she could have not known that it was false, in which case then maybe, Mariam Mokhtar, your argument is true because indeed she didn't actually check things. Her education was so bad to the point that she didn't even know how to do basic research. Or, more believable, at least in my opinion, she knew what she was doing and she decided to lie to the people as part of a political strategy that is being used by all of PAS today. Do you know that PAS has in fact paid over 2 million ringgit worth of lawsuit money over to the DAP and to different parties around Malaysia so far? The most recent of these was Razman Zakaria, who recently just apologized to Ngakor Ming for the stuff involving the flags right here. And you could say to yourself that, okay, maybe these people are just dumb, like they are lebais. They don't even know anything because they've only studied religion. But seriously, do you really believe that? Because I don't. There's another interpretation, which is that they are actually very smart and they are trying to gaslight and change the psychology of every single PAS supporter on the planet. Like, in case you hadn't noticed, it takes intelligence to decide on a slander operation, to think about what you're actually going to say and to carry through on that plan and only apologize when you are on the verge of getting sued. Guys, it's a psyop. Now, for me, this is just common sense, right? Like, it's the one reason why you can justify going out there and then making all of these statements right here and paying millions of ringgit from a tin Milo. Like, have you ever heard this before? This idea that you're not in it to win a battle, you're in it to win the war. And when I think about PAS and everything that it's doing right there, I think that you can't underestimate them because it looks like even if they're losing money in the short term right there, what they aim to do is to win the Malay Muslim consciousness by getting people to just develop enough suspicion right there so that they can continue with their tactics of feudalism and politics and divisiveness, preying on people's fears as they talk about racist ideologies and ideas that are clearly lies that these people will just keep on repeating over and over again. You ever heard this thing before that goes like, if you repeat a lie over and over again, it will eventually become the truth? Yeah, that's what I think is happening right here. See, the law can say that maybe the DAP leaders were right, but at the end of the day, what are all of these people going to think when these cases take place? Oh, the justice system is unfair, government power is absolute, unfair trial, unfair trial, unfair trial, and therefore that's the only reason why PAS is losing. By saying that Siti Mastura is a failed product of our education system, I feel that Mariam Mokhtar is doing a huge disservice to Malaysia because she is enabling people like Siti Mastura to go out there and say what they want. She's basically saying something that's super comforting that people will just very happily laugh off and say, ah ha ha, people like Siti Mastura are stupid. They're so dumb. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that they're doing that right there. And then they immediately click off, laugh about it, and then say, oh, there's no problem right there. Well, you are going to find a problem if later you find out that in fact PAS has gained even more because the lie that they told to their population had ended up spreading and you didn't do anything to control it. These people are not dumb. That's my opinion. I think that they are not dumb, they are dangerous. They are actually trying to influence the entire population in ways that are subtle, that are sneaky. If you look down on them, the next thing you know, your entire country's democracy is going to go away and it is nothing but your own fault. To close, I think that we shouldn't be going out there and thinking that, oh, people are dumb, because sometimes there is something behind what they're actually saying. What they say at any given moment might be part of a longer term strategy. And rather than just saying, oh, this was a dumb statement, I think that Malaysians should develop this awareness that people are trying to manipulate our countrymen right there and be able to stop it. Because this kind of nonsense, if it keeps on going out there, it really will end up influencing people for the worse and cause them to end up believing that really everyone else in the rest of the country is racist, hates them, and wants them to disappear. And I really think that there should be a strategy to counter this, whether it's legal or if it's procedural in some way, shape, or form right there. There needs to be counter tactics from the Malaysian government and from the rest of civil society to deal with this. Because if we just assume that this is stupid and we just enable this stuff, laugh it off, and just imagine that, oh, it's the education system at the end of the day, we are not going to get anywhere and we will end up much worse off than we were before. Thanks, Mariam Mokhtar. Not. Alright, cheers. See you guys in the next video.